Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm Lou, and this is Metal Ends Reviews. What's up? So, if you're new here, first time checking out my channel, you like what you see, please do me the favor of like, comment, subscribe. As I mentioned before, it really helps me grow the channel. Of course, motivates me to provide you guys with more content. Alright, so we're going to do a trailer reaction. This one just dropped earlier today, called The Demon Disorder. It's a Aussie horror movie. And I don't know who the director is, but I will find out in a second. Stephen Boyle. Let's see, did he do anything? Alright, so it looks like he did special effects for quite a few movies. Winchester, Daybreakers, Star Wars Episode 2. Okay, so the guy's got, some weight to it. And I'm assuming this is his first feature film. It doesn't look like a TV series, but Shudder's putting it out. Shudder's been on fire lately. If you love horror, you should probably check out Shudder. If you have AMC Plus, you already have it. So, And there's I think like one other streaming site that does horror, which is fine. They put out some bangers too, but Shudder, with the originals, gotta hand it to them right now anyway. So yeah, I have zero idea what this is about. I have no idea. Let me read the synopsis. The Demon Disorder tells the tale of Graham, Jake, and Philip Riley, whose lives are upended by a long-buried family secret. As their paths collide, their late father's garage becomes the eerie epicenter of supernatural revenge. Oh, so it's one of those kind of movies. Alright, cool. Yeah, like I said, all I know is it's an Australian horror, and it's coming soon to Shudder. It's called The Demon Disorder. Oh, and in the comments, I didn't kind of look ahead that much, but someone mentioned there's practical effects, and I always pick them over CGI. I'm just old school guy. Alright, let me stop talking and let's check out this trailer. Alright?
The Lord will plague you with wasting diseases. Fever, inflammation, till he has destroyed you because of the evil you have done.
Dad?
What are you doing here?
It's Philip.
You need to come home. First I thought it was nightmares, trauma maybe, but it's Dad all over again.
So real quick, I always like these kind of setups here. Right off the bat. Still no idea what's going on. Obviously from the synopsis, it's a family issue deal. I guess with demons, hence the title. But I love there's something about the outback, just Australia. I was never a fan that much of Aussie films. They have their own set of horror movies that took place like early on, like 70s, 80s, Ozploitation films, I think they're called. Just wild, graphic, Australian films. And I love it. Australia's a beautiful country, period. And their movies, they give us some iconic people. And they're, like I said, their horror movies were good enough to have their own category. So, and it's the setting. It's desolate. It's not like a frozen tundra. It's a hot tundra, but it's wild. It's untamed. A lot of the land. There's still Aborigines there. When you think about it, it's a perfect setup for a horror movie, especially in the wilderness. And when it comes to isolation and folklore, probably. So yeah, definitely. Australian horror is worth checking out if you're new to it. Definitely look back in the catalog. I'm sure you'll find something you like has to do with Australian horror, or just Australian movies in general, I guess.
Jesus Christ, Phil, put the hammer down!
What do you expect me to do? Maybe he'll open up to you.
Has it occurred to you Philip's just traumatized by what happened?
He's still with us.
He's coming back.
Philip.
hell is it?
That thing.
It's like a parasite. I think this thing needs to grow until it's strong enough.
Strong enough for what?
To live on its own.
Guys?
Okay, real quick, just wanted to note it. I love the practical effects. I'm so glad that's introduced. I thought I had it kind of pinned down there. It definitely has to do with demonic possession, I guess. But I love the use of practical effects. It gives me kind of Evil Dead vibes, just a little bit. You know, because of the situation. It's not, you know, they're not calling in the Catholic Church. I don't know. Or a priest. It looks like they're trying to deal with... It's a family issue, so I like that, you know. That's one way to make religious horror, you know, original, is just to kind of keep it isolated, you know, because I think that's more terrifying. When you don't have help and the entity is too big, you know, how do you fight it yourself, you know? So I think that's what's going on here. And it looks like, you know, you could just, you know, instead of like a demonic entity just being passed spiritually, it looks like it's through bite. I don't know. That's what I see anyway. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I like that. I like there's at least some originality when it comes to these movies. Because, man, let me tell you, my least favorite category is religious horror. Because it's just tried and true to get. It works. You know, it has a nice formula. But it's just, you know, it's repetitive too much. You know, it's really hard to be original. There is some good gems out there. Don't get me wrong. Look at Hereditary, for example. There's a lot. You know, there's a lot of foreign horror that do religious horror films and possession movies right. But like I said, the market's saturated. So at least this is attempting to do something original with the location and I guess the premise. So, you know, let's finish it off here.
We received a call from this address.
I can reassure you that everything's fine.
Yeah. I'm afraid we're going to have to insist.
Nice. Okay, so no release date, obviously, but I like it. That's what I'm talking about. You know, when you can make it look weird and different, you got my attention. And I think many people's... It's a little bit of a breath of fresh air, you know? It's a demonic demon possession movie filled with evil, but different. You know, I love the practical effects. I love, you know, there's no stop motion, but I'm just saying I love the puppetry, maybe, whatever, you know, whatever to make it stand out of the crowd is always gold in my book. So yeah, I think it's definitely a watch. I mean, you know, it's a no-brainer. It's gonna, I don't have to pay for it. You know, I already own Shudder Network, so, and that goes for everyone else, for example. So yeah, I mean, it looks like something to watch, you know. I mean, it's not that much, you know. I mean, so far, I gotta say, though, there's been a lot of good independent gems coming out. I watched one recently, The Coffee Table, which I'm not going to talk about because that was a depressing horror movie. But, I mean, you got films like Stop Motion, and there was just a lot that came out. And, I mean, some hit or miss, but some that were actually really, really well done. And I think this might be one of them. So I'm definitely going to be checking this out. Let me know what you guys think. Is it original enough to quench your taste in the horror realm? Let me know. Alright guys, well thanks for watching. If you made it this far, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, my friends, I will see you all very, very soon. Peace.